Welcome guys, we are halfway through the North American Online League Season 17, our biggest one yet. And we start today's review session 7 a.m. in the Zoom link in the main room. We have 3 games to go over today, and in the past we have been thoroughly impressed with a lot of our Q players, 4Q, 3Q, 2Q, 1Q. Today we're looking at our dam players, and here, let's go. Here is game 1, Steve versus Toby. Toby is the name of my one of my best friends in high school. He was all the girls liked him, so anyway, hope this Toby, who I believe is also in high school, anyways, let's see. Toby has recently made a little bit of a name for himself by winning a Go tournament in North Carolina, in two Go tournaments, the Burning Board and the North Carolina State Championships. So he's very strong, up and coming. He may be 4 dan now. When he played the tournaments, he was 3 dan, so he may be 4 dan now. So good. This is a very aggressive pincer. Nowadays, most players play this attach and extend back, but frequently this is the criticism is the attach and extend back. It's just not aggressive enough. So in that sense, black plays the pincer totally good. Okay, this is still fine, and here white is answering or dealing with the elephant's eye poke relatively well. The way you want to deal with this is take care of one side and sort of not fight on in the immediate surroundings. So this move does make sense, but the next move, you guys know me. I really like myself some of these headbutting shapes. It's the headbutt really speaks to me. Unfortunately, in this shape, it doesn't speak to me as usual. Right now, this headbutt just somehow feels like white has accomplished not enough. Although, if I look at the headbutt and then I say, what else could white do? I'm not able to come up with anything super impressive. So if I attach, black is going to play here. White makes a little bit of a base, but what does that do for white? It's a very narrow area. So I understand why white has played this. Another choice, another good choice. Just go full out, go all out, full speed and attack. Okay. Black needs to be a little bit careful here. If black extends in looking only at the opponent's weaknesses, this double hane is very strong and black is very much at risk. So in the game black pulls back, this is very reasonable, very reasonably played on both sides. Right now this hane is a very good annoying move, and this is a great opportunity to play it because right now white is itching to go on the counter attack. White just played a headbutting move. You don't play the headbutting move without some plans of attacking your opponent. So so now is a great time to play this. This sort of stops white's attacks in its tracks because of the follow-up Atari Sente. And if white just connects and blocks, there's this wedging weakness in the white shape. Of course, black could just take the peeping approach and this would eliminate all of white's base and everything. Feels like white is gonna answer here, and if white answers here, this would be again making white very, very crammed up. Another thing, if white blocks, takes the stone, then it's very important for the Q players watching to not connect this. That would be too slow. With the capture, black has already achieved a lot of strength, then you will want to jump out like this. Alright, so in the game, black plays a knight's move, and then I was expecting white to extend and really settle this shape once and for all. So given that this G18 move is a very good move, and very, like, you can anticipate that white is going to play this. So if that happens, a slight modification for black in this area is to extend further or more defensively, and not interact with this thickness that white is about to make, and go further into the corner. Of course, you can go as far as just taking the corner itself, and this would be a very interesting thing to do as well. You're sort of, your two stones are there. You're not afraid of them. You're not afraid of your two stones dying, basically. Again, because white has spent so many moves, including that headbutting move earlier. So in the game, when black plays this one, you can see how black now feels like we have to add another move here, so it sort of slows ourselves down a little bit at the same time. In any case, white ignores the G18 thickness point, the point of like maximum thickness, continues, and both players continue into the next parts of the game. Here AI is pointing out that Hane, that we talked about earlier, all good. Yes, and white should extend. So it's probably have been like this for several moves now. This is very, very common. White tanukis, and it is black at the end of the day who gets this move. And after this move, reducing white's eye spaces, expanding black's eye space on the top. Now the thickness balance has been totally tilted into black's favor. Okay, the 3-3, the immediate jump into the 3-3 after this Joseki, even after you extend, is bad for white. This is the new modern day understanding, and that basically comes from this. The old Joseki of playing this way is now understood as slightly better for black, and slightly means 3 points better for black locally. So that's why you'll see the AI play, pretend L16 isn't there, you'll see the AI play this or this move instead of the straight into the 3-3. In this game right now, white feels like white is very, very aggressive in terms of I have to destroy all of black's territories. Good. So black saves, like 15 points or so, forces white to live in Gote, and then comes over and continues attacking. So it's very, very proper. It does feel like white did get the corner and the two stones. At least black doesn't have that much territory on the board yet. So right now, white is gonna want to make sure that white plays tip-top defense from this moment on. White plays this one. I'll suggest one move further back, just because the large knight's move is a major help for the corner. But the super 3 space is not that much of a help. So you might as well go all the way in where it's most beneficial for the corner, as much out as the large knight's move, but this one is a little too far. But that's okay. Black jumps. This is all very, very proper. You guys can see and feel black's confidence exuding out of this game, out of these moves, right? super confident. I'm just gonna you invade my 3/3, super proper, just separate, super proper block, super proper pincer, and then jump. This is someone who is not phased, who is not in a hurry to win, who doesn't feel like he needs to do anything out of the ordinary to win. And this is very, very powerful as a way of playing. So very, very good. And and so in contrast, white, it feels like, and I say this because I often feel this way when I play, white feels like white is in a major hurry, like I have to destroy all of my opponent's territories, can't let my opponent have anything. And so that's why white plays a very aggressive attachment as well. I'm sure, if white played this move, white will be able to survive, but white is like, I'm gonna destroy your territory, and I can't let you have thickness in the middle of the board here and have this other group, upper side group, come under attack. So super greedy by white, and this is the last moment where white can still come up with like an exchange variation, where white starts counterattacking black if he can get a response, then black in the middle. Now white is clearly doing something very, very feels like white is gaining. So now white commits, however, to this block, and now this is a fight to the death kind of battle here. The two AI moves has white giving up on the 4 stones, and so very understandably, white does not want to give up on this group. No one ever plans to give up on their groups. Okay.
Hey, I misread the message. Your review is supposed to be around like 6:10. Do you want to play your WeChat game now?
Hey guys, take your conversations by private message, please. All right, see you guys. Okay. So in the game, white gets a fights this Ko, which is very, very good. White is able to get a Sente move, and next white can have the next move to try to make some ice space. So very good fighting for white at the moment. And right here, it's something that we talked a lot about before, which is when you are attacking, most important thing is to not get killed by
哎，您好，你好，Jason，你好。不好意思，我看错 email 了。那个 Andrew 那个事儿实际上是6点多的。实际上按照
guys,
原来
someone
的
mute
话，
this
现在开始
Andy.
是
Okay.
方便现在开始吗？
So now it's very important not to work too hard and try to destroy every last ice space from your opponent. In this game right now, this move is a good
我
move.
看错 email 了，我
The
4点半
this move is a good move, and
看错了。
right now it seems like black has a lot of enough on the outside to capture, but okay, anyways, let's see what happens in the real game. Black pushes. Now upon first glance, this push is helping white make 2 ice. It's splitting up the position, and right now white has an ability to make an eye on the left and on the right. However, now that I look at this, it feels like this move does make this very strong bamboo joint on the outside. So in this manner, black is doing something that's very, very proper and very good with Go theory. Alright, so very good so far. The next move is here. Unfortunately, because of that push, white is now able to survive in the center now with these moves. Of course, white does not survive for free. Having the connect at 3 allows black to capture the corner. This is so white doesn't actually totally survive here. But anyways, let's see what black does next. This Hane is very, very good, and it ends up in Sente, and black first goes for the attack on the top. Okay, very, very proper. Let's see how the rest of this fighting unfolds. So this move will open up a ko to live on the upper side. So now, unfortunately for white has played such a greedy style that now white has weaknesses everywhere. I'm very, very familiar with this. I do this all the time, and unfortunately this is where now white needs like a move on the top, a move on the right, a move on the top right corner, and a move in the middle. So there's a lot of missing moves everywhere. Let's see how black plays the next part. It is notoriously tricky to play this kind of game on the attacking side. And so this move by black here, it's a very, very safe move. But if you look at this in terms of an exchange, this is allowing white to survive totally, and this cutting move doesn't actually help out in the capture against the corner. That's going to happen later. So the value of this move is very limited to just the 2 stones. This is played as a safety move. It's all okay and stuff, but right now, from white's perspective, this is a little bit of a chance. This one move is not directly Sente threatening anything, basically. The 2 stones, it's the smallest of the white groups. For right now, for white, it's very, very important to, one, try to do something like this, where white ends up surviving in the center, and then also keeps the corner alive. And secondly, very important to get some black weaknesses in the black shape. If black attaries and connects, white is very happy, creating another 2-stone group in the center. Black's proper move is probably to play this one, but here you can see white is, progressing and, progressing in all the different, to the rest of the board, while black is getting bogged down in the middle of the board fighting here. So these ideas are very, very important for white to come up next. White cuts, this is one of the moves we talked about. The only slight blemish to this is white is threatening to capture 2 stones, but black playing this move will once again connect the 2 stones and then threaten the the 2 groups on the inside once more. So it's a slight thing, but in the game black plays the proper move here anyways, so does not come into play. So here white plays the chicken move. And unfortunately this gives black a chance to capture the 1 stone, and then black's problems are all solved. So it's not going to be, white is going to still face an uphill behind battle here. Another move, of course, we talked about this knight's move out, attack black first. If you can get black to go for this kind of a ko on inside the corner, and then capture this just in exchange for black's own safety, this would be a great way for white to fight out of the ko. This knight's move is also surrounding potential territory in the middle of the board, and it's helping out this 1 stone to escape and survive later. Okay, so in the game white chickens out, and this game now stabilizes all over again, black having a bit of an advantage. There's a ko on the upper left corner. Because of that ko, black has a very good set of moves now. Capturing this and threatening this white group in ko with this ko is a very, very good idea now. Very high, so very strong chance white is gonna take care of one of the kos, probably this one. And with white playing 2, later black gets this capture resource. It's going to be very, very helpful for when this group gets under attack. And so after this, black will be very happy to jump into the lower right corner, the left-hand side, this kind of attach and attacking the middle, or starting the code to capture white. All of these are now back into very good choices. So in the game, clearly black is a little bit worried about this group, and these moves, and probably another push and cut is all aimed at defending this group. So now black captures, still very, very good, but right now white has a relatively easy time giving up on the code. So suppose white gives up like this, all that black can do is capture one white stone and survive. White can move on to the very big rest of the board, for example. The last few exchanges were all dame moves by black, and white has been able to solidify the corner territory, so it has been a very good set of moves from white. Another idea from white here is to try to hold on with this code. When black goes for the code, this is white sort of baiting black into committing another move to capture this group in code. This is my go-to method, favorite method for making a comeback. Sort of let my group, my opponent is threatening this code. My group is not like the biggest group in the world. Let my opponent commit one more move to fight this code, and when my opponent finds some kind of a code threat, I will ignore it, and then you can see that this exchange is going to favor white tremendously. Black having already wasted a move with a 2 move, losing 3 stones. White is surrounding all the corner territory, and the black group still has to run and maybe not survive. Maybe survive, maybe not survive. So this is another idea, and this would be white sort of forming the attack against the black group anyways, despite black doing a lot of defensive moves earlier. Alright, so in the game, so black plays this move as a co-threat. This is very good. Unfortunately, white does not answer it properly. Proper answer, one of those is this one. Here white is not afraid of some kind of an exchange like this. This is gonna be white makes a lot of thickness, black makes some territory, but usually white is not afraid of this. So this way it will end up like this, where white is all connected totally. A second, more aggressive response is to hane on the outside, and now this move, it's taking advantage of black can cut, but the outside moves are all sente for white, and all of these ends up being a gote move for black. We're fighting very hard on the right hand side. Getting sente can be very, very helpful. This would be the great response from white. In the game, white connects on the first and second line, so black is all connected in the shape here. And here again, white makes a second mistake and does not connect at the more important C5 point. And this is gonna, I think it was looking a little better for white from before, but this is gonna drop white straight back down to the abyss again. So black scores a huge gain on the left hand side, and remember, they were still fighting very hard on the right, but the left has now taken precedence. White needs to survive here. This move really needs to be an extension and survive and live, and maybe black continues fighting here and gives white a chance to attack the right hand side again, but this does not happen, and black is able to white is not alive. This is not Oh my god. Oh my god, and black has done all the reading and assured himself 3 liberties, and oh man, this is like just straight up overpowered, destroyed. It all starts with the first kind of a chicken response, and then a second mistake, and oh boy, and then a third one, and then the white position on the left is totally destroyed, or everything is dead. A little bit of a tragedy, but it is what it is. And Toby New is the victor of this game, especially after having won the right hand side ko. Just gets worse and worse for white. Alright, very good fighting techniques shown by Toby in this one. Again, oh, and just to top it off, another capture to finish. Very nice. No softy chicken out moves after winning the game. Very, very important. So this is very nice. This is everything we talk about, everything we recommend to all 3 dans who are hoping to get to 4 dans, all 1 dans who are hoping to get to 3 dan, and all the Q players trying to make it to 1 dan. That is, when you have an advantage, try to press on and just win by more and more, because it is even if this extra aggressive play after you build an advantage. For example, this one, capture 5 more stones. Even if it doesn't help your win rate, if your win rate is 99.8% and it drops to 99.2%, even if it's a bad move by win rate standards, it's very, very valuable practice, and it's super proper in points differential standards. So it's just better go moves in general. Just try this. It's very, very good practice. It's very good, and most importantly, you're gonna need this aggressiveness or this level of play when you actually do reach those higher levels that you're trying to train for, because if your leads, your 20-point, 30-point leads will not be safe against stronger and stronger players. So you might as well get used to battling it out the whole game, and that's the only way to beat super strong players. So, all right, very good classic show by Toby. We saw that he's a multiple time recent tournament winner, so clearly a very, very strong showing in this one, no surprise. Next we have Eric versus Enzo, and very glad to see both of these players proudly claiming the 1 dan level. I do remember Enzo playing as some kind of a Q player. In fact, I remember exactly Let Senzo. This account was 5Q and it was labeled 5Q. OGS account rank is just an account rank. I'm very glad to see that both of these players are now playing at the 1 dan level. So congratulations guys for making it to this division, and let's see how they play. Very proper, very reasonable openings. And black just makes a base, totally reasonable. White makes both sides, totally reasonable as well. This knight's move is a very proper move, but the one slight inadequacy here, or unhappiness here, is it's gote, and this is going to allow white to move on and play something that's very valuable. It's probably a good move, so this will not lose any AI points if it loses, if any at all. So okay, it's a good move. It's a very good patient move. Now remember last game we talked about how the more patient player or the more proper player did end up winning, but there's a very crucial, important thing in that, which is, remember the last game, Black was very proper, not in a hurry, it seemed, but when the fighting really started, he really kept up the pressure and went after his opponent's weaknesses. So that, it's not so, like how you play these early parts of the fighting, the openings of the games, is largely up to you. It's just a stylistic choice. There's no good or bad styles. But when it's the more important thing is that when the game goes into the later stages, when all the moves start to matter a little bit more, it's very, very important to go for aggressive, go for the win basically. And so here, Black has played several very, very trying to win the game kind of moves. So one is this one, and then this one. This is getting a lot of territory. This one is solidifying the corner. White also saves the stones. And then crucially C3. This is a very, very big territory move. So we can see how Black, after playing that knight's move into the center at f12, has now started this middle game fighting in a very, very clear and very direct way. This is very, very good. The f12 is strengthening Black's group, and it really limits White's development potential in the center. There's no moyos to be made. So at this point, the territories really matter, and this is where Black is going for a lot of territory. The next move, White invades and then jumps back, and here we can see how White, the last few moves by White, this jump up, there's an invasion and then another jump up, and here another jump up into the center. All these jumps into the center are sort of kind of playing into that Black plan from earlier, sort of play f12 so the center is no longer very big, and then go straight for a lot of territory. This is very, very practical and very, very effective gameplay by Black, and it's like a very clear game plan. It's super effective, of course, and I like it very much. Here, this move is very good. It takes advantage of a very strong double, very strong unpeepable double tiger mouth shape in the corner to sort of add more strength to the middle right hand side. And of course, this strength is going to help surround White in the future. Very nice, very good to watch, and this pressure forces White to play a relatively small, not so effective move, just making some ice space. And right now Black can connect underneath here, or come out and keep attacking the three stones. This is Black really doing well in the fighting. White, of course, could have fought back in the middle, but okay. And so Black plays this move. This is the first clear mistake that we can detect. When White plays this one, even though there is a connecting move on the bottom underneath, this Atari is very, very nice, and even if Black connects, there is still an ice space here, and White is totally safe. And more problems for Black later with the corner problems here. This would be Black totally dying, for example. So one mistake, but White doesn't play the full punish, so it's just an exchange, and we move on into the game. Black plays the block on the outside, and this is very painful to connect for White because there's all these cutting points for Black, so White really needs to save the two stones, but White really doesn't want to save the two stones like he did in the game in Gote. So However, there is a better move. This one, this doesn't make as much ice space for white, but it will make these cuts. And maybe like this, white can find the all-important Sente in this game and then play 3-4, these kinds of moves, and retake the initiative in the game. So unfortunately, white makes a big mistake here as well. Black is able to get strength and the Sente, and oh my god, black has played this super well. He's only one dan. Okay, black has played super well. He's got enough strength to the point where he's like, I'm ready to tanuki whatever threats you might make against me, and he does. And then he forces white to play on top of this middle shape. White does cut black, but is still unable to attack any of the black stones. And so because of this, black now is able to continue attacking the other side. Really, other than that O2 move, don't detect any questionable moves at all from black. So super well played. Okay, this is likely not able to make two eyes for white. When black connects here, this is it's possible to survive now, and white does finally end up surviving. So good job for white here, but this was very close. Like if black had done some kind of a push earlier, this is probably gonna die. In the game, very good job from white to find a way to survive, but there's just more problems in the rest of the shapes groups, and very sad. Yeah, this just simply died, and white has lost all of the territory that white had. So this game ends in another tragedy for white. He gives up here. Okay, this is another very instructive game. Black has played surprisingly super strong, and yeah, I don't know if I can't point out any of the black mistakes in this game. So okay, all good. For white, a little bit more on this. So in the game, white, maybe this jump was maybe a little slow. Another more forceful way to do things would be to take advantage of black's cutting points, maybe something like this. When the game was still at the very even stages, white had some, maybe white could have taken care of the group a little stronger, but it's so scary when the opponent goes for this kind of attack. I really don't think white played very poorly either. So super high quality game on both sides. The North American Online League really is very high quality here. Okay, very good. Black really kept control the entire way, very skillfully. I wouldn't be too worried about this loss. Okay, the dan levels are not disappointing, and the skill levels of these of the NAOL League is quite good. All right, we have our last game, Anthony versus Andrew, 2-1 dans, and let's see. Oh, this one is very nice. This one is a so if you guys are wondering, sometimes I get all the AI, like every move is AI. Sometimes I only get like 3 moves. There are different versions of OGS membership. This game was likely played by players who have paid OGS memberships, so they get more AI reviewed moves. Okay, totally reasonable at around this point, and all good. One thing to point out about this first Joseki is exactly this. AlphaGo was still playing the Tiger Mouse move, but nowadays the Tiger Mouse move is no longer played very much, and that's because and of exactly what happened in the game. This shape, this was thought to be as very good for white, as slightly good for white, but now it is known as slightly good for black. So that's why nowadays, in order to get Sente, white usually has to play the connect and then play the stronger double honey move to like this, allowing the split to happen and then playing 9. So for all these reasons, the acceptance of this shape, that's the modern Go theory nowadays. Okay, black plays there, and then here, this is very good attacking and defense technique. White Tanukis, this is gonna be okay, but okay, so they start fighting on the upper side. This is a very interesting shape again. I have not experimented myself much with this kind of move. This is only possible, of course, when white has this jump shape, where white now is able to play this this Atari. But one, this requires white to requires black to not have more coast threats than white, and secondly, it's not super clear if this is that good for white either. So okay, white pushes, but this shape, normally the Joseki shape is where white has a move at C14 that would be a little more efficient than this one. So there's nothing for black to be unhappy about. There's a little bit for white to be unhappy about. Anyways, another move would be here. This would be totally okay. Another move is here or here. I'm not sure about this one, but my guess is as long as white is able to play the block at 5, this is going to be not too bad for white. White could also connect. This is probably also totally fine. Okay. These are not game-ending or significant damages. Okay, yeah. Here for white, one Joseki goes like this. This could be a very good idea. Just capture more and more stones. The top being not that big because white has a limiting stone at N17 and so on. Again, the only blemish is that the this one stone is not at the third line, but it, given how strong white is here, it may just not matter later if the whole left hand side becomes white territory. Anyways, black gets the Atari, and then fighting continues on the bottom. Again, this black, the black side feels like all the moves were very, very proper, and I think it feels like white is figuring out the Josekis here, especially the top left on the spot, which is reasonable, but it does feel like black has been so far able to do everything. Everything was according to plan, and for white, everything had to be figured out, basically. Alright, so white plays this one. There is a little bit of a weakness here, but this is not worth exploiting for the moment, very likely. So white plays here. This is it looks like a proper move, it looks like a big move and everything, but right now in this fight where both sides have weak groups, and the rest of the board is very, very open. It's very, very important to play very tight and very very in a hurry, sort of trying to get sente in every single spot. Like this one, threatening to cut. If this is sente, play this too. If it's not, extend out and make black jump out to counterattack this black group. Force black to play something like that, that knight's move shape, and then attack the left, and then threaten this cut, shore up the left, and then only at the end, maybe even go for this territory, maybe go for more attacks against this group. And that would be the very, very active way of playing the game. And in the middle game, it's very, very important to do this kind of very active, very forceful play. Another move is to play this one. This one would prevent this attach and connect from black. So that's another move. Another forceful move is to attach and extend. This is much more forcing, obviously. So in the game here, white ends up in gote here, and black gets the first move, which is very, very important for this moment. However, black peeps, this is very strong. If white counters a little bit here, black also has a lot of cutting points in this area, and so black also has a lot to worry about in terms of these counterattacks. Okay, so in the game, white connects and black goes back and defends. Okay, so now white now has the move again. So unfortunately, white does have a lot of different areas and weaknesses to shore up. Now is a great time to play this kind of a move. Either go into the corner and destroy the whole corner. Now the two stones on the side is no longer that big. It doesn't hurt as much. Secondly, it black is a little bit worried about the bottom group too. So in this manner, white can sort of continue to defend and strengthen the middle group at the same time, while at the same time taking a lot of territory. This is another good idea. In the game, white extends on the top. This is also a very big area. This is strengthening white and gets ready to attack black. The only slight modification to make is this two-space jump extension doesn't actually give white much territory, so it lacks a lot of territory value in that respect. Where could white get some territory value? Maybe in these kinds of middle areas. Maybe just go straight for the left-hand side. Again, the thing we suggested, going into the black corner to take all the territory. But in any case, this is a very, very offensive move by white. It doesn't gain white much, so it's all, the effectiveness is a lot going to be dependent on how the follow-up attacking potential is able to be gotten. And so black first makes this peeps. This is a very, very good idea for black, because white is really unwilling to defend this cutting point, however, from the inside, however it is done. White really wants to play this push and attach and play this kind of counterattack. If white is able to get this kind of a shape, it would be a very strong counterattacking shape. 15-16, white gets some ice space, and next, white has a big advantage in the center. Needless to say, this is a lot more powerful if white had, even if white just had these two exchanges, whereas now white is able to at least survive into the corner, and black doesn't gain much territory. So another very common counterattacking shape is here, and this one, the next move is aimed at digging into the black shape, or to play this honey move and then expose a lot of cutting points for black, while white has already now protected this cutting point. So here it's very, very interesting. In the game, yeah, this is expected. Didn't see effective counterattacks, but I'm sure this move will lose a lot of AI points. That's okay, but so an inside move versus an outside move, and so black definitely gains a little bit here. So next, white goes after the left. This is done very, very properly. However, a slight modification. White would like to attack in a way that doesn't expose cutting points from in the white shape. And again, here we come back to the earlier move. Suppose white had played these two moves in a way of protecting the cut. This, there's no more cutting points. And something like this would be white gaining a lot of moves, and white would be able to attack black now. So here, this was a very simple answer, and it sort of gives the opponent what the opponent wants. Here, another proper shape move is this one. This one saves the one stone, but clearly this one just doesn't cut it in terms of speed for white. So with this in mind, another idea is to go extra fast, maybe go as far as peeping. For example, like this move, something like this is to be expected, and then black is gonna capture the right hand side, white is gonna capture the left hand side, and this kind of exchange could be a good idea. Okay, so in the game, white plays a knight's move, and black immediately goes for the attacking defensive move. This is very nice, and this is the kinds of moves that we hoped for white to have too. It's very hard to, because white is committing to attacking black, and if you allow black to cut off a stone and survive easily, and make more territory, it will clearly be a failure. So it's a bit of a tough spot for white, and this attach is the attach is so good. It's another sad position for white here, and this attach really uses the 018 stone very, very well. And so white unfortunately has too many cutting points, and this fight is now gonna go to black. This one would preserve the connection, but again, just like we saw last game, connecting on the first and second lines is nowhere close to the first choices for either side. Despite this, maybe this move would work better. Black is going to play this move or this move, and then play something like this and survive. Now that I see it, white has some synthase here, so maybe white can even have a relatively comfortable survival here. You can push up and then connect, and the wedge no longer works because of the cut, and maybe. Okay, so in the game, white gets cut in the center. It's just it's the worst that could happen. The worst that can happen when you attack someone is not your opponent surviving, it's not your opponent doing anything, it's your opponent killing you, the attackers. And so unfortunately we have found ourselves in this situation, and having to survive at the end of this, and living Gote. Very, very sad. The living move should be here, and then this would help out for the to give white some more synthase moves here, for example. Okay, anyways, black has a huge advantage now, and remember when white played m6, and now white is not able to to even answer this connect. This is super sad, and as a result, improper defense. This is a very good. This is a very good illustration of when you play a little bit too relaxed or loose against the opponent in the middle game, starting with m6. When the opponent has the initiative in the fighting, and he does, and he fights properly, he doesn't make, easily readable mistakes, then it becomes very, very difficult, and you actually become less safe when you give your opponent a lot of this freedom of movement. So very good fighting by black, and once again, not much happens later. Black ends up capturing half of the white group, and that ends up being the difference. Once again, I don't see too many problems with the black shapes. So right around here, black, yes, this fight here, black gains a major advantage. This move we talked about, and just a little bit. Feels like white was slowed down a little bit. Yes, this Atari was very, very important, and but here here we skipped over this part relatively quick, but anyways, here white is staring at major losses, but very good job for white to try to battle it back at this moment. The game is not over. Here the middle had some more agi that white could use. For example, these double Atari points, and it's unfortunate that this whole thing died, and white was not able to actually make much use out of the dead stones. Okay, so at this point, this went over, and black makes this wedge move. This one is a total safety move. The important thing is to surround and strengthen the outside, but okay, so this gave white a bit of a chance actually. The dead group is not the all of the group, so here the AI wants white to go after black's weaknesses. So there were still a lot of very rich fighting that happened later that we are not getting to cover today, unfortunately. But very hard fought game on both sides. And another super high quality game. Really, the quality of these North American online league matches, I think it really made everyone a lot stronger, and very happy to see a lot of games still being played. Okay, guys, if you guys are on the sidelines, the 18th season of the North American Online League is coming up. After this one, registration is gonna open, about a month from now. Get your friends, everybody, to join this. It's a very good way to practice. Games are super high quality. Anyways, this is Michael Chen. Good luck in all of your games, and see you guys in next week's reviews.